Have you noticed the AI buzz taking over your favorite content platforms lately? Everywhere I go, it's like AI is talking to me. Whether it's Medium, Reddit, YouTube, or even Instagram.
Probably this month. Uh, just look at this, okay? And look at this, and this is all done through text going into video. Like you text it, this is what it creates, and this is OpenAI's new joint called Sora. Let's break that down.
The voices of the AI hype just keep echoing.
Artificial intelligence will revolutionize.
AI is a revolution.
The AI buzz since the launch of ChatGPT has been incredible, and it's set to become even more intense each year with an increasing number of AI tools saturating the market and becoming more and more integrated into our daily lives. The day is not far when every aspect of our life will be connected to AI. Therefore, it's equally important for us to adapt to this trend, understand the underlying architecture, and utilize it for maximum productivity and an enhanced lifestyle. In this video, I will discuss LLMs, what they are, how they work, their pros and cons, and more importantly, how they can help you level up. So let's dive in. So, what are large language models, or commonly known as LLMs? Are they artificial intelligence? It is important to understand that while it may seem so, they are a type of AI and should not be used interchangeably. Artificial intelligence is a broader field that encompasses various techniques and technologies aimed at creating systems capable of performing tasks that would typically require human intelligence. While this includes LLMs, it also includes computer vision, robotics, machine learning, and much more. Computer vision is an AI technology enabling computers to interpret and understand visual information from images or videos. Robotics is a field of engineering and AI focused on designing, constructing, and operating robots to perform tasks autonomously or with human assistance. Machine learning is a subset of AI that teaches computers to learn from data and improve performance on specific tasks without being explicitly programmed. Now that we have understood what LLMs are not, let's understand what they are. It is a specific category of AI models that focus on understanding and generating human-like language. LLMs utilize advanced machine learning techniques, often based on deep learning architectures, to process and generate text data. Honestly, that's just a long way of saying LLMs allow us to build applications that can not only understand what humans are saying, but can produce text so that it seems like the application is talking like a human. We see and use LLMs in many common tasks on the internet, like translation services that allow us to translate one language to another. Google Translate is an excellent implementation of an LLM. So to sum up, LLMs are a type of AI that allows us to interact with machines through natural language. They aim to generate text that closely resemble human language, enabling natural and coherent interactions. Now, how do LLMs really work? For a minute, let's forget what LLMs are and let me tell you a story. 6 months ago, I started on a journey to learn how to make cocktails. At first, I was a bit overwhelmed by all the different ingredients and techniques involved. I started with the basics, practicing simple recipes like mojitos and margaritas. As I gained more experience, I began experimenting with different combinations of flavors and garnishes, like how to solve the rim of the glass, learning how to balance sweet, sour, and bitter elements to create a delicious drinks. Sometimes my cocktails turned out great.
Thank you, Linus.
While other times they were pretty off. But with each attempt, I learned something new. I paid attention to the feedback from friends and families who tasted my creations, adjusting the recipes and techniques based on their comments. I also sought advice from experienced mixologists and watched tutorials online to improve my skills. Over time, my confidence grew and I started trying harder cocktail recipes. I started combining my love for coffee with this new skill to create new coffee based cocktails. Now, 6 months later, I am relatively much better at making cocktails. While I may not claim to be an expert, I'm better than the 6 months ago version of myself. By the way, my espresso martini is a must try. I want you to take a minute and notice the emphasis on feedback on learning. Recall the times when you attempted to pick up a new skill and how many mistakes you must have made. But once you made them, you also learned how to avoid them in the future. The intuition on how LLMs are trained is very similar. When large language models are trained, they start with a lot of text data, like stories and articles. For example, ChatGPT was trained on the whole of internet. Yes, that's right. LLMs are enormous models. In fact, they are the biggest models in terms of parametric count. They aren't called large for no reason. At first, they might not understand everything perfectly or generate text that makes sense, but through repeated training and adjustment, they get better at understanding language patterns and producing coherent text.
One eternity later.
It's like how I improve my cocktail making skills over time by practicing and learning from my mistakes. But how does this training practice takes place? Enter neural networks. Neural networks form the backbone of training large language models. These sophisticated systems are inspired by the structure and function of the human brain, comprising of interconnected layers of artificial neurons. During the training of LLMs, neural networks undergo an iterative process where they learn to understand and generate human-like text. Here's how it typically works. Data gathering. The training process begins with the collection of vast amounts of text data from diverse sources such as books, articles, websites, and social media platforms. This data serves as the foundation upon which the LLM will learn to generate coherent and contextually relevant text, like news articles, blogs, etc., from the internet are collected. Pre-processing. Before feeding the data into the neural network, it undergoes pre-processing, steps to clean and tokenize the text and converting it into a format that the model can understand and process efficiently. This may involve tasks like removing punctuation, splitting sentences into words or subwords, and encoding the text into numerical representations called as vectors. Architecture selection. Next, developers choose an appropriate neural network architecture for training the LLM. While various architectures can be used, transformers have emerged as particularly well suited for processing sequential data like text due to their self-attention mechanism, which allows them to capture long-range dependencies effectively. Training. The training process involves feeding batches of pre-processed text data into the neural network and adjusting its parameters iteratively to minimize the difference between the model's prediction and the actual text. Validation and fine-tuning. Throughout the training process, the performance of an LLM is evaluated on separate validation datasets to monitor its progress and prevent overfitting. Overfitting is basically when the model is trained on a very specific set of data in such a way that it's sort of hard coded to the data itself. If necessary, hyperparameters such as learning rates, batch sizes, or dropout rate may be fine tuned to improve the model's performance. Iterative improvement. The training process is repeated iteratively, with the neural network gradually improving its ability to understand and generate human like text over time. This results in increasing sophisticated and accurate text generation capabilities. It's literally making mistakes and then optimizing to not make them again. The iterative improvement process mirrors the way humans learn. Just as we learn from our mistakes and experiences, the neural networks adjust its parameters based on feedback from the training data, gradually reducing errors and improving performance. With each iteration, the neural network refines its understanding of language patterns and nuances, fine-tuning its ability to generate text that is coherent, contextually relevant, and distinguishable from human-authored text. Through this continual process of trial and error, the model evolves into a highly capable language model, capable of performing a wide range of language related tasks with remarkable accuracy and fluency. In essence, the training of large language models is a journey of discovery and refinement, where the neural network learns to speak the language of humans one iteration at a time. And as it progresses along this journey, it unlocks the potential to revolutionize how we interact and harness the power of language in the digital age. The big question on everyone's mind: will AI take our jobs? Let's dive into this hot topic with a balanced perspective. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, AI has the potential to replace some jobs, but before you hit the panic button, let's unpack this. AI is more like an assistant, enhancing our capabilities rather than replacing us. For instance, I'm using AI to help me create this video. This certainly helps me edit and draft my content much faster, saving me a lot of time. While AI does have the potential to automate certain tasks, domain experts will always be essential. They validate the AI's approach, provide the right inputs, and judge the output's quality. Take writing code for example. AI can assist in writing code faster, but a skilled programmer is needed to understand the requirements and ensure the code is correct and efficient. Moreover, it is very important to provide the right context to these AI tools. There's a famous saying, our jobs are safe because clients will still need to tell the AI what they really need. This highlights the importance of human input in guiding AI towards the desired outputs. In conclusion, while AI may change the nature of certain jobs, it also creates new opportunities and enhances our capabilities. By working together with AI, we can achieve more than we ever thought was possible. Has AI created new jobs? Back in the 1960s and 70s, when ATMs were first introduced, many bank tellers feared that these machines would replace their jobs. People were accustomed to conducting all their transactions with human tellers and were wary of this new technology. However, over time, ATMs became an integral part of the banking experience. They provided customers with convenient access to their money outside of regular banking hours. This not only improved customer satisfaction but also reduced the workload on bank tellers, allowing them to focus on more complex tasks. Today, ATMs are a common sight, and their presence has actually created new job opportunities in the banking industry. Banks now employ technicians to maintain and service ATMs, software developers to create innovative banking apps, and customer service representatives to assist customers with digital banking queries. So, what was once feared as a threat to jobs in the banking industry actually led to the creation of new roles and opportunities, demonstrating how technological advancements can transform industries and create new pathways for employment. While they may disrupt traditional job roles, they also pave the way for innovative careers and skill sets, compelling individuals to adapt and acquire new expertise to stay competitive in the evolving job market. Similarly, the advancement of AI may replace traditional job roles, but it also has the potential to open up new avenues for employment and create demand for specialized skills in areas such as machine learning, data analysis, and AI engineering. One such exciting field created with the rise of AI is prompt engineering, which involves crafting specific instructions for AI systems to generate desired outputs. It's like teaching AI a new language where different prompts can lead to vastly different results. In our upcoming videos, we will create several applications that use advanced prompt engineering techniques with practical, real-world applications. The dangers of AI. Now, let's delve into potential dangers of artificial intelligence. While these technologies offer incredible capabilities, there are also risks that need to be considered. Firstly, the results generated by LLMs may not always be factually accurate. This is because they rely on data they are trained on, which may contain errors or biases. Secondly, faulty information generated by LLMs can spread rapidly, especially on social media platforms where news travels fast. This can lead to misinformation and confusion amongst the public. An example of this is a recent incident where an AI generated photo of the Eiffel Tower burning appeared. Such misinformation can cause panic and misunderstanding. Another concern is the increasing difficulty in distinguishing AI generated content from reality. As AI models become more advanced, they can create incredibly realistic images and videos, making it challenging for people to identify what is real and what is not. As creators and consumers of content, it is our responsibility to be mindful of what we read and the sources we trust. With AI becoming more prevalent in our lives, it's crucial to approach information with a critical eye and verify its accuracy before sharing or believing it. What's next? Looking ahead, I'm excited to explore more about this field with you. In upcoming videos, we will dive into building apps like PDF summarizers, creating recommendation systems, and exploring concepts like vector databases. We will also discuss setting up open source large language models and optimizing costs with OpenAI. I want to make sure that I'm covering topics that interest you the most, so do comment below and tell me what tech related content would you like to see next. Your input would help me prioritize the content for future videos, ensuring that I'm delivering the most relevant and valuable information to you. Stay tuned for these upcoming videos and don't forget to participate in the polls to shape the direction of the channel. If you enjoyed, do like, subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.